actually a little before 7:07 seconds. Good morning. It is Monday morning. It is a little after 7:07 now. It is Tom Brody. It is time for 7 minutes of sunshine. So let's do a little sunshine today. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. King passed away this weekend, and I always think that when somebody passes away, it's a good time to kind of they always do these little bios and they share their life story and someone who's lived a long life. We always have some, way back when I did this special program called Livestream back in my 20s, and we did this whole thing about what would you want written in your obituary? What do you want folks to say about you? And it really makes you think about your life, your values, who you are, and what you really want to do, and really how precious time is, because time just goes by. It goes by so fast. Those of us as we get older, we know this. It goes by so fast. Every moment is so precious. So let's listen in on Larry King, a story here, and I'll hit you on the other side.
We do have.
That's right. King passed away at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, where he was being treated for coronavirus. NBC's Kevin Tibbles takes a look back at his life.
Good evening.
For more than 50 years on television and radio.
Indianapolis, hello.
The famous and the infamous.
It was a very traumatic experience.
They all opened up to Larry King.
Goodbye. My number one motto, I never learned anything when I was talking.
Born in Brooklyn in 1933, young Larry Zeiger dreamed of a career in radio. He chose the name King from a liquor store ad after moving to Miami in search of his big break.
Did a radio show from Pumpernicks Restaurant. Bobby Darin walked in one day, and Jimmy Hoffa walked in.
Arrested in 1971 for grand larceny, King was acquitted and returned to radio, eventually broadcasting his call-in show nationwide.
Welcome to Larry King Live.
In 1985, Ted Turner lured him to the fledgling CNN.
Any personal regrets?
Where he became the network's biggest draw, reaching more than 1 million people each night.
We can stop that without NAFTA, and we can stop that with a good NAFTA.
How do you stop that without NAFTA?
His 1993 NAFTA debate was viewed by 11 million, setting a new record for a cable broadcast. King said his secret was not to over-prepare.
Yeah, I was the #1 show on television, Larry. Do you know who I am?
And bragged he never read the books his guests promoted.
What I worry about is where I think I know too much. The day I go into a studio saying, I've asked all the questions and I've heard all the answers, is the day I gotta quit.
In 2010, amid faltering ratings, he was replaced with Piers Morgan.
For now, for here, it's time to hang up the nightly suspenders.
But rather than retire, he took his show to the internet, and later, Russian broadcaster RT.
I just want to make sure that the election is 100% fair.
A lifelong Dodgers fan, King survived a heart attack in 1987 and was married 8 times to 7 different women.
I never thought this is strange. In fact, I used to think if people were married for a long time, they were strange.
Larry King said he hoped to be remembered as a good father and an interviewer who added to the knowledge of the world. Kevin Tibbles, NBC News.
What a legacy. And he was the greatest interviewer. That was appointment TV. I remember watching him with my parents every night.
You can watch it back now. And the key to his success sometimes in those interviews was the simplest questions solicited the best answers.
Yeah, learned a lot from him. All right, well, he will be missed.
So interesting stuff. There's some headlines in there, right? Like, just think of the headlines. What did you get from that? I want to be remembered as a good father. I want to be remembered as. So he really took that one to heart, didn't he? I want to be remembered for adding to the knowledge of the world. Adding to the knowledge of the world. Is that awesome? Over 50,000 interviews, some of the most famous people, some of the most interesting people, intriguing people in the world talking. Fascinating. So lots of good stuff there. Lots of things to think about and reflect on. Larry King's life. Gosh, and then some of the headline: married 8 times, got arrested. What a life, right? Like ups and downs and all arounds. But it looked like there was a North Star there, and that was adding to the knowledge of the world. That was his curiosity, being inquisitive. The thing he said about not over stage, asking simple questions was another thing. Just asking a very simple question, and some of the answers he got was amazing. So anyway, I wanted to bring that to light. I just thought I think it's really important as folks leave us to think a little bit about what they added, and think about, then it gives us a chance to take a step back and think about, what do we want folks to say about us when their time is up? What are the headlines? What are those big things you want folks to be able to say about you? We have a chance to do that, and we have the power to do that in every single moment. Every choice, every moment is a choice that we make, how we want to spend it. That's my message for today. I scrolled the practice on the bottom. Doing a practice every morning is definitely a choice. It makes a huge difference to take a few minutes in the morning and align with our values and think about what's important, really important in our lives, and make sure we get the day off started right so we can make those good choices. So I strongly recommend that. Thank you for spending time with me this morning. I hope you have a fantastic Monday. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, that sun is always shining. See you tomorrow. Have an interview tomorrow. It's a good one. Don't miss it. Take care. Bye-bye.